Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received, and the translation, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nanshi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? My name is Brighton. I am a Zimbabwean man who stays in South Africa. So I help women, even though they do not know, to sell their wombs to this other occultic businessman. He is a Nigerian who is married to a South African woman. He came to South Africa a long time ago. So I came to South Africa. This was way back in those days. In those days, it was a few of us who were coming to South Africa looking for work. When I came, I then started working for this other white couple. I worked for them for a very long time until they decided to leave South Africa, and then they went to Australia. When they were in Australia, that was when they communicated with me. And they said that they had been thinking about me, and they were thinking about the way that I had worked for them for a very long time without ever giving them any problems at all, and they had decided to bless me. So each and every day they would send me money. They said that they wanted to send me quite a lot of money, and they could only send this money through Western Union. So I would go there with this other woman who was assisting me to collect the cash, and then I started some businesses. I started some spaza shops in different locations here in Johannesburg, and then that was when I started making money. So a lot of people who know me, they just think that as someone who used to own a lot of spaza shops before I changed the business, that is where my money came from. But no, my money did not come from that. I was helped by a Nigerian man that I was working for after my bosses had left South Africa and went to Australia. So I started off washing dishes at this other restaurant that is in Kempton Park that belongs to that Nigerian guy, and life was very difficult. I do not want to lie to you. I did not have anything. So this Nigerian guy, he was facing a lot of problems in his businesses because there were people that were working for him. Those people that would start working for him, they would steal from him. But me, I never did such a thing. I was always working hard, even though I was not getting paid a lot of money, and I always made sure that I would do whatever that he wanted me to do in time. So when I told him that life was very difficult for me now, even though I had been running this business, but I was not making a lot of profit, a lot of people, they thought that since I was dating some South African women, that is the reason as to why my business started going down. But no, that was not the reason, because these women that I was dating, two of them, the other one, I had a spaza shop at her parents' house, and she was also working in that spaza shop. She knew what we wanted to achieve in life, and the other one, she was also independent and she used to work. Of course, when you are dating a woman, you have to give her money, but we cannot say that I went broke because of those two women that I was dating. When I went broke, this is what happened. I returned back home. When I returned back home, because when people saw that I was now making a lot of money in South Africa, then that was when one amongst my relatives decided to bewitch me. I came back to South Africa, and I saw that life became so difficult, so much that I did not have any money at all. I then went to that Nigerian guy, and I told him that I was selling all of my businesses, because I just sat down and I said, if I sell all of my spaza shops, including the stock that I already have, then it is going to be easy for me, because I can start another business. So I spoke with him on the first day, and he told me that I was supposed to return back to him another day because he was going to think about it. So the way that he had responded to me, I just thought that maybe he did not want to assist me at all. That was when I just started looking for help from somewhere else. One day, when I was not even expecting it, that was when the guy called me, and he told me that he wanted to have a meeting with me. So I went and I met up with him And then that was when he told me that he wanted me to assist him and he could also give me some money. So I agreed. This man then told me that he was a ritualist, and when he came to South Africa, he was already a ritualist. He said that he joined this other occult club. So in that occult club, you choose the country where you want to go and spend the rest of your life without ever returning back to Nigeria. And he said that that was when he decided that he wanted to come to South Africa, and he was told that if he will ever set his foot again in his home country, which is Nigeria, he will die instantly. He came to South Africa and he got married to a South African woman with the intentions of getting papers. And he told me that he had been using these women that he had been dating, even though his wife knew about it, but that was where they were getting their money from. But the challenge that he was now facing as a ritualist, some of these women, they will start to suspect that he is a ritualist the moment that they will start to date, and the woman will refuse to do whatever this man would have told her to do in order for him to use that woman for rituals. So then that was when he said that he wanted my help. He wanted to see if I could assist him in those rituals. He said I should bring a woman who loved money, a woman that I was dating. So I was dating this other 22-year-old South African woman whom I will call Zanele. She was a mother of two, and she was also always asking me for money. At that time, I was staying in an area that is called Randfontein. So one day, I then spoke with her and I said, since Zanele, you want money and I also want money, I have this opportunity. And she asked me about the opportunity, and then that was when I told her that there was this other Nigerian guy. So this Nigerian guy is very wealthy, but the problem is that this Nigerian guy, he enjoys having threesomes, like two men with one woman. And he had spoken with me and he had asked me if I was able to bring my girlfriend so that we can both sleep with you at the same time. So Zanele was like, no, I will never do such a thing. And I said, do you know the money that he is going to give us if we are going to agree to do this threesome with him? And then that was when she asked me how much was on the table, and then that was when I told her that the guy had promised 25k, and on top of that 25k we were going to be given another 7k after we would have done that threesome. And then she agreed and she was like, can we go like now? Is it possible that we can go? And I said, okay, let me call the Nigerian guy. I then called him when I was with Zanele, and he was like, no, not today, I will tell you, but in order for your girlfriend to know that this is what I want her and I want to see you sleeping with her in front of me, let me send you some money so that she can see that I am for real. Then he did send me some money, and I went and I collected the e-wallet I was with Zanele, and we divided the money in half. And I said, I am going to tell you when this guy is ready. And she was like, okay, please, when he is ready, tell me so that we can go and we just do it and we can get the money, then we can share the money. And then that was when the guy told me later on that the reason as to why he did not want me to bring Zanele to his house, it was because he only wanted to sleep with this woman, to have a threesome, me and him and that woman, to have sex when the woman was on her monthly periods. That is when he can be able to use the charms that he have to use the woman in rituals and to steal her womb. So he told me to write down the days whenever Zanele was on her period. So for 2 months I made sure that I would always write down when her period started, when her periods ended. Then the following month, that was when I said, Zanele, can you please come to my place? And she was like, you know what, I can't come to your place. And I was like, why? And she was like, because of Blood River, I'm not feeling okay. So I knew that she was on her period. And then that was when I said, no, it does not matter, just come to my place. I really do not care if you are on your periods or not. She then came and I told her that the Nigerian guy had said that he wanted her on that day. And she was like, but how? Because I am on my period. And I was like, let us just go and see what is going to happen. We then went there, and this Nigerian, him and his wife, they knew about these rituals that was about to take place. So the woman, she pretended as if she had visited, but she was there. Like, they have a very big house. She was on the other side of the mansion, yet her husband and I and my girlfriend, we were busy making love throughout the night. So we made love, me and the Nigerian guy, to Zanele 2 against 1 until the morning. That was when we were given our 25k. Me and Zanele, we divided the money, and after that, that was when I also told you that we had been given that 7k. So I kept doing this. Each and every woman that I'll date, I'll start dating him. Then in time, I will tell you that, you know, there is this other rich Nigerian guy. He enjoys having threesomes. Can you just go with me and we can make money? This guy, he gave me money. He bought a brand new vehicle for me, like the car that I use. If you were to see the car that I use, that is why most of these women end up falling in love with me. I don't blame them, because I have money, and when I approach a woman, it is quite easy for that woman to fall in love with me. Then in time, slowly but surely, I'll start to introduce myself, the Nigerian, to her, the real me, and tell her that I do enjoy having these threesomes, and I have this other guy whom I want to have a threesome with, and we need to go together. And this woman, because of the money that I will be giving to him, usually she will just agree and say, it is fine, let us go together. So I have been doing this. You know, they say that South African women, they love money, but any woman in this world just loves money. There was this other woman, I did not even pay her to have a threesome with her, with the Nigerian guy. She is from Zim. So this woman, I used to give her a lot of my money whenever she would visit her parents back home in Zim. So one day I then told her that I have this fantasy of seeing her sleeping with a Nigerian guy in front of me, and also joining as they would be making love. And she was like, yo, it is okay. And then we went and we slept with that Nigerian guy, and I was given my money. So this is what I have been doing ever since I started to associate myself with this Nigerian guy. When you post my story, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our brother right there. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world.